Woohoo! Welcome to Prince Edward Island!
Oh, I love Prince Edward Island. I think it's one of the nicest provinces in Canada.
I definitely see the appeal of Prince Edward Island.
We're Michael and Halef. Together with our German Shepherd Kana,
This is for you.
we've been traveling full-time around the United States in our camper van.
Anna, what you doing?
We arrived in Canada to explore the vast land of the Great White North. So come, join us and travel around Canada in our home on wheels. Previously, we wandered through southern Labrador, and we really enjoyed spending time in this part of the province.
Wow, the ocean is really beautiful.
Sadly, our journey here on the island is coming to an end, and today we're heading back to mainland Canada with a ferry ride to Nova Scotia.
What time is it?
It is 11:20, 11:50 in Newfoundland. Bye home, bye Newfoundland and Labrador.
Look at the container on the left. How the get in there?
Eight hours later, we arrived on Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, where we spent a beautiful night by the coastline in North Sydney. The next morning, we continued on for yet another ferry ride to another island in Canada.
Hello.
How are you?
Thank you.
You have PEI passes?
Yes.
I don't need to see them.
Okay. Lane 11?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Well,
What are you laughing at?
it's a awkward quietness because
Round two.
round two of trying to go to PEI.
Although this is a month later now, and we've been in the Atlantic bubble now for 2 months. We're good.
Yeah, and we also have the PEI Pass, which was also required, and we didn't have it before.
And still is, yeah.
However, we have a different route to get to PEI.
Yeah, so we're going over on the ferry today, which is free to get there. It's sort of like the bridge. It's free to get there, but you have to pay when you come back. So we'll take the ferry there, and we'll cross the bridge on the way back.
We've been on the ferry for so many times in the past like 2 months.
I think we're ferried out.
Yeah, we ferried out. We're gonna explore PEI, hopefully this time, not just get escorted back out.
The thing is, we don't have a reservation. We're just like the standby passengers. So I'm wondering if we get on. If we bought a reservation, we'd have to pay double. Pay on like the way back. We're hoping to go over for free, which everybody can do as long as you don't do a reservation.
We are going.
Yet another beautiful ferry ride. And although this time is not as long, it's just as enjoyable. Inside the ferry, they actually have a few tables set up in there so that people can give their PEI passes and their IDs to show that they're able to come in here. So we've got this pink slip. That doesn't mean we've lost our jobs or anything. It just means that we have done all the work that we needed to do inside to do our PEI pass. So when we get off this ship, we'll just hand this slip to the person outside, and it's made it all quicker instead of going through a border crossing.
Well, we are here, so we're heading back down. Here we go, second try PEI.
Second try for PEI.
We're told to go to the right lane and wave our slip, and somebody will collect it.
After this truck, you're going to get in the left lane.
Okay.
Thank you.
I thought she was going to say, we know you.
Yeah. Woohoo! Welcome to Prince Edward Island.
Unlike the last time where we got a police escort off the island. Well, we're not going to only want to come here for 4 days.
Good Lord. We are escorted out.
This is embarrassing. This time, they're crazy enough to let us in. We're so excited to finally be able to visit Prince Edward Island. With so many things to do around the island, we're planning on visiting a few highlights throughout the area.
Turn left, then turn left.
We started our PEI experience here in Charlottetown, the capital and biggest city on the island.
sun is shining, the scenery is beautiful, the city is alive. This is a great day to be in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island.
So every visitor to PEI comes here for one of 3 or 4 reasons. 1, Cow's ice cream. 2, Anne of Green Gables. 3, potatoes. And 4, retirement. That's it. We have the first part here, the second part here, Anne of Green Gables. We'll do the Cow's ice cream a little later. We're already retired. Yeah, about that. We couldn't try Cow's ice cream because we arrived after they closed for the season. So that has to wait for another time. Speaking of Anne of Green Gables, we have to check out the site on which the story put PEI on the map.
There you go, the Green Gables, isn't it?
Probably orange at one point. By the way, Anne of Green Gables is a 1908 novel by Canadian author Lucy Maud Montgomery. And while the story is fictional, they recreated the house, which includes several reference objects from the books.
This is called Lover's Lane. I guess it was on the film.
The Green Gables Heritage Place is surrounded by beautiful nature, and we enjoy strolling around while learning about wild mushrooms.
Turkey tail.
They have gills or pores. It's definitely a great year for mushroom hunting on Prince Edward Island. Next, we're back to Charlottetown City Center for a drink, and we opt to have one at John Brown Grille. Do you have any good IPAs?
Good IPAs.
Blood orange, that's what I want.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
For sure.
That one's very good.
Do you like it?
Yep, I do. It's very good.
It's a blood orange IPA.
It is way better than the one that you like in Michigan.
No.
One of the rules in Prince Edward Island, or at least in Charlottetown, is that pets can't be on patios, but she can be on the other side of the fence. So this is as close as we've gotten to being able to have Charlotte inside.
Kana.
Mana.
God, the C word.
Not the C word, a C word.
Kana.
Her name is Kana. I know my dog's name is Kana.
The guy who is not hungry at all.
I'm not.
Signs for Prince Edward Island 224.
Hey Kana. You're loving your Prince Edward Island experience?
Oh, I love Prince Edward Island. I think it's one of the nicest provinces in Canada.
I definitely see the appeal of Prince Edward Island. It just seems like a lot of manicured lawns and houses and roads is pretty good. So yeah, Prince Edward Island, you are doing great.
Prince Edward Island. Not as exciting as Nova Scotia, but way more exciting than New Brunswick.
Oh my god. And of course there's a lot of farmland too.
Potatoes.
Potatoes, yes! Awesome.
In 600 meters, turn left onto Rusty. Turn left, then turn left.
Next, we visited Cavendish, where the famous Prince Edward Island National Park is located. It's that's the one we were thinking about getting.
Oh yeah, I remember the stripings and stuff too.
Take that first right up there.
Okay.
And then they're all one-way streets, so you'll have to...
The North Shore of PEI. This is the Cavendish area, although this is not exactly Cavendish Beach. It's beautiful out here. It's nice and cool and windy. Perfect hiking conditions. Unfortunately, dogs are not allowed to walk on the beach, so we opted to do a beautiful woody hike with Kana.
And today we're gonna start with hiking a famous trail, the Homestead Trail. It's about 6 kilometers. Can't ask for a better day to do it, even though it's a little bit windy. So dogs allowed on the trail, her on leash. So Kana is coming with us. Apples.
Yeah. It's a little bit spotty. I'm just gonna taste it anyways. Also, I just brushed my teeth, so it's a lot more bitter than it probably is. That's pretty good though.
Yeah? At the brochure, they warn us that there's a lot of poison ivy around here, so do not wander outside the designated path.
You want boils on your legs?
No, thank you.
Walk in here.
No, thank
I'll give
you.
you $20.
No, thank you.
100.
It's That's my money.
1,000. Oh, that's right. There's your money too. I'll give you my half.
Wonder why they put poison ivy next to the trail with the warning. Yeah, but in the US, it's just like liability, so you have to trim it out so that kids don't touch them.
This is what your edamame looks like after it's been dried out. You can see 22 in this one. There we go, right there. Let's see if it's edible. They're edible. They just don't taste very good when they're dried out like this. So you either have to reconstitute them like you would regular beans and make tofu or tempeh, or you need to eat them as edamame. Oh, hills are alive with the sound of music.
Okay, I'm just like destroying crop here.
You're destroying a soybean crop. Actually, Mr. Farmer, no we're not. Or Mrs. Farmer. Hopefully there was no poison ivy in there.
No, most likely not.
So that's just a small experience we had on Prince Edward Island so far. On our next video, we continue on with our island days by having the famous PEI lobster supper at one of the island's famous establishments. So hit that subscribe button and follow along with our journey.
There we go.
Thanks for watching.
And we just parked, so we're just catching the end of it. I can't hold this here the whole time.